Hello everyone, it's Mad along with Draken Goose, and today I would like to kind of just go over a kind of what you should do daily, and this will include when we have events and when we don't have events, on how to optimize and use your stamina to the best of your ability, and if you want to or need to refresh, why you should refresh, and why I think sometimes you just need to wait for the proper time or just wait till your stamina refreshes.
Madgarou!
Alright, so let's get started here, and here's your daily checklist. This is what I think you should be doing from beginning to end. And at the very end is the battle road, zero stamina, and you always should try and do this to the best of your ability. If you play on an emulator like I do, you can use a macro to help you run through it, and just allow you to do it while you're waiting for your stamina to refill. If you're doing it by phone, you can either get a button clicker or you can do it yourself manually, except it is a little bit painful as there is no auto available right now, currently at the very beginning of the game. So, first of all, you should always complete your daily quests, and these quests are basically half of them are zero stamina, and the other two is to do basically upgrade your abilities and complete equipment quests. You do one of each. They give you gold and other important items like skip tickets and so forth. So you should do it each day. And on general, it takes around 20 to 40 stamina per day to do your daily quests. Next is to complete the event storyline, if applicable. Basically, what you should be doing is doing the event until you have received all of the items that you want. I will go over this a little bit later, and in another video I'll kind of go through the most important items to get, but the event always takes priority over the story and usually anything else. Sometimes you need to get your rank up materials or maybe even upgrade an ability so that you can get through the story, and then that'll be fine to go ahead and do it. But event storyline is your number one goal. Yes, it does use up a lot of stamina, and I'll kind of go and talk about that a little bit more. Then, if you either don't have any more storyline or there's no event storyline, complete the story. That unlocks things that will go beyond. The story is 15 chapters currently right now, and it does get much, much harder as you get on the chapters. Your CP requirements get up to over 10,000 CP in chapters 13 and above. So you might not be able to move farther into story because you are CP locked, and if that's the case, you're going to focus up on get rank up materials, then upgrade your abilities, and finally complete equipment quests. Early in the game, you're going to be very tempted to try to get some equipment quests done through storylines and through Battle Road, where this is where you'll gain your levels. You will actually get a lot of B and some A level equipment. So these equipment quests are not as necessary as you originally would think, and I believe they're the least needed of the quests to do, especially early on in the game. And even for advanced players, usually you don't need to worry too much about your equipment. So let's get started with the next one here, which is going to be your daily quests. So, clicking here and going into the daily, you can see that, and I have bought the passport, so I can do 2 dailies per day of both the EXP and the gold. It is basically $4.50 in USD a month, and it is a subscription, so it will cost you per month to do it. Generally, the importance about this is that the EXP is nice, but the real limiting factor here is gold in the game and stamina. And you can do gold here twice instead of once, so that's an extra 3,000 gold per day. And on an average month of 30 months, you're looking at 90,000 extra gold for $4.50. On top of that, you're also going to get 300,000 more EXP for the team, but the main thing there is that gold, and for, as I say, 450 a month. That's basically why you want to do the passport. Once we get a little later in the game, the passport's probably not going to be as important for the older players, and you can kind of get your own feeling on when to stop doing the passport. So as I said, the EXP quest, completing it, the topmost one can give up to 10,000 EXP per battle for the team currently. Some of the lower ones give less, obviously, so you just do your best to get as high as you can for that. Gold quest is the same. There's 2 different quests here, or 3 different quests here. Advanced give 3,000 gold, intermediate and beginner give less. Once you get to 6,000 CP, you'll be running this every single day. This is your number 1 priority, is to get that gold. Also, randomly you will get some time here of here's Master Quest Dragon Family. You get 1 to do per day, even if you get the passport. Here, the importance with this is that you get either you get a Master Medal, and you also get a Dragon Fragment, or whatever your family fragment is. These you could trade in. They're kind of like UOC or Unit of Choice units that you can, once you build up enough of, that you can trade in and get a waking material so that you can make them stronger without having to pull them. I highly suggest you do that to your S units, as this is going to be key. And the Master Medals are, you trade 2 of those in to get 1 shard of your choice from a family. So these cost 0 stamina and give good rewards. Do them daily. The others that you have to do will be you need to do equipment, upgrade ability, and a rank up to get your daily quests done. Depending on how much that you do, it could go all the way up to around 50 stamina. But do what you need to do. It is important. Next is to do story. The event's currently going on for Dragon Quest 1 as I'm doing this guideline, but there will be other storylines that are available that are events. Grinding the event points in story for the event points in story gives you reward points that are very useful. They're usually medals. You trade them in, and you can get some materials that you need for especially S-rank monsters at level 5 called iridescent orbs. These are very hard to find, and these events are the best way to unlock them. You can get them in some other as well, but the only real way to really be able to get them semi-consistently is by going through these events, and they are the number 1 item to get. After you have completed that, and also I do want to remind people that there is an event going on too for the game launch celebration. It costs 0 stamina. If you do it, you get 1 free scout unit to pull. Go ahead, do that. Pull. It'll help you build up your team that way for free. So the regular storyline, and I'm on to chapter 14. I stopped because I'm focusing on the event points. Is important to get through and gives useful ability scrolls. And also finishing the storyline will unlock other side adventures. And an important thing, and a lot of people ask, at the end of chapter 15, it gives you a mid-heal ability scroll. This is the most powerful healing ability that we have right now, and it will allow you to give a unit the ability to heal. And this is a way to mitigate the if you're missing like Emperor Slime, so that you have a powerful healing character, maybe that they can also give buffs to. So you might give it to an A level or an S level unit, and this is a very powerful ability scroll that you should be very careful about using. Also, end of chapter 15 will allow you to get A weapons farming unlocked. These are give also specific buffs to elements, so they're basically elemental weapons, or give bonuses to elements. This is a where the end game if you're gonna farm equipment, you're gonna be farming these weapons because you're gonna be looking very specific for unlocking them. I still don't think you're going to use it very often compared to a lot of the others. Especially in this game, you can only have one weapon of each type at a time. Every additional weapon just allows you to roll an alchemy, which does give very large rolls to weapons, especially A level and above. You can almost double and triple sometimes the attack if you get lucky, or other very unique skills to that weapon. So it is nice to get those rolls, but not as necessary as getting the weapon in the first place. Generally, you're just trying to optimize, and with the random rolls in this game, as in all gachas, it is just not very likely that you're going to actually get an improvement with these, and so it's best to save it for last. I say don't extend your stamina using herbs or gems for story. The story is always going to be there. The only exception is if you need to unlock a side quest quickly, then go ahead and get to that point. But regular story will always be there. The events, yes, go ahead and refresh if you need to your stamina. They give unique stuff. The events are very important to get what you want before they end. They usually give you 3 to 4 weeks to do the events, so you've got a decent amount of time. But in this game especially, it's very unique that when you're using your gems, if you want to use your gems to increase your stamina, the first couple cost 40, then they cost 60, and the cost goes up, and you only can refresh 15 times. So with these events, do not wait to the last second to do it. It will stop you from doing it and become very expensive. So that's why I usually suggest that if you want to spend, do the first 2 or 3. They cost 40 gems a piece. If you've got stamina herbs, that's a lot more easy, and you can use stamina herbs at any time. There's no limit there. The only limit obviously is how many herbs you currently have in your system. So the next one up is rank up materials. So this is kind of what I think, especially in the beginning, that you'll do. You'll spend most of your stamina farming up these materials, as you want to rank up everybody, even the lower units. These levels are broken up by both families and gem drops, so you can do your Royal Ruby, Equitable Emerald, and Savvy Sapphire. Each of these will also drop the white and the white orbs as well, white rocks, and the orbs, crystals as well, white orbs, each of these. And they focus on those colors. You use the rocks for up to level C early on, and then the crystals or gems are used throughout the upper levels and the end levels of the lower units on top of it. And then you have families, where then you can start getting let's go hell. You can actually get one of these colors at some point, the gems, orbs. You can get a nature orb from the nature family, and a nature pearl in hell. You'll be running hell an awful lot for all of these because you need a very large amount of this. And if you get very lucky, you can also get an illustrious iris, which is needed to get to level 4. And then level 5 uses the orbs, which are very rare to get, and usually you can only get those at the events. You can also get them in certain missions later in the game in the story, but they're still very rare. Now, what's important to know is that these families are open on a rotating basis. All these times are Eastern Standard Time. So in the U.S., if daylight savings is on, you need to add an hour. So the inorganic slime and the question mark families, the question mark family is basically the bosses like Dragon Lord. They're open Sunday from 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to Monday, 3 p.m., and Wednesday through Thursday at 3 p.m. Dragon, Undead, and Hero families, and the Hero families isn't unlocked yet, but will be within 4 or 5 units dropping. Those are open Monday and Tuesday at 3 o'clock, and Thursday through Friday. Demon, Nature, and Beast families are open Tuesday through Wednesday and Friday through Saturday. And all families are open Saturday 3 p.m. through Sunday 3 p.m. So you do need to plan. You will be going through a lot of these orbs. Even the lowest level ones will require some of the family orbs at the end. The reason that you're doing this is so that you can get your master rank up. And I have an example here, the Nature family. So my Nature master rank is 12. Every time you rank up, which is basically a level within that family, you get 50 gems, and you get a plus 1% on one of the attributes. So that, as you can see here, all my attributes to the Nature family, so that includes the F ranks all the way through the S ranks, are all +2, and the next time I get 43 more Nature levels, I get an HP +3. And this is why the Battle Road is so important, to try to use it as often as you can. So this is why rank up materials, in my mind, are the most important thing for you to farm for this story. The next is upgrade abilities. There are many different types, as I've got listed here. There are 4 different levels. Intermediate drops level C books, cost 5 stamina, 2,500 recommended CP. Advanced drops C and B level books at 8 stamina, 6,000 required CP. Ultra also drops C and B, but at a higher rate and a much better stamina per book level at a 10,000 recommended CP. And Hell drops B and A level books, costs 20 stamina, requires a very large 18,000 recommended CP. And with so far what I've found is that the higher level staminas will give you a better drop per stamina unit ratio. So like if here the families on top of here, you know, some of them will drop potentially the same stuff. The higher ranked stamina, always go to the highest ranked stamina that you can do that drops the item that you're looking for. You're most likely to get those items per stamina. The rocks, I found maybe it's better off, but you'll still always need the gems, the rocks here, and the rank up materials. So I still would rather go with the 5 instead of the 3 as an example. The last one is equipment quests. As I say, this one I'll only really do once a day. I've only got the base equipment unlocked because I haven't gotten to chapter 15 yet, which gives the farm A-level weapons. Once again, doing Battle Road will allow you to get some A-level weapons and B-level weapons. And most of your team in lower levels will have fully leveled. And that's why I think you should focus the stamina there. The Battle Road improves your S-rank monsters and gives you equipment as well. So there are 5 different tiers for equipment quests here. So you have Sword, which gives you HP and attack. Claws focus on agility. Staff Wisdom, Dagger MP, and Axe attack. What you're really doing is just getting materials after you get the very first one to alchemize equipment. Anything with the star here, so I have some dragon staffs that I've been farming. I have a somewhat decent roll here, so let's just try one roll and see what it looks like. Hopefully it improves No, it doesn't. And so you could see with this why focusing on equipment can be very frustrating. It requires luck to get better equipment. I mean, this is actually not a bad roll, but the Hellfire, since I do have a Dragon Lord, does fit very well. I would like to see either more Hellfire or instead of the MP plus 16 is pretty nice, but I would love to see at least a silver, if not gold, for both of these, either for Wisdom or MP. And the first type spell, Brilliant. I would rather see some MP, especially for my Dragon Lord, or some Hellfire Blast Potency. But that's just an example with the spell here, or with the Dragon's Lord staff here. And finally, the last one here is Battle Road. So going here in Battle Road, you have a whole lot of units, and I do have a Battle Road guide. You are limited to what units you may bring, but it is very useful. And if there's event going, there can be even an event Battle Road, just like here in Dragon Quest 1. Some families have have multiple sets of stages. The Battle Road stages uses a lot of awakening materials so that you can get through there. You can see here that I have an A3 Dragon, C4 Armor, F4 Ghost, my Dragon Lord's S3, and the Madgarou is a D2, and is capped. So when you're capped, you want to switch out with another unit. I was able to beat 7, but not be able to finish all of the bonuses, so I'm still going to level up more later. Completely different levels on the Battle Road will give you different items. So Battle Roads are generally 7. Completing Battle Road 2 will give you a level C ability scroll. Battle Road 3 will give you a B level weapon. Battle Road 4 will give you a C level ability scroll. Battle Road 5 will usually give you won't actually give you much. Battle Road 6 will give you an A level weapon, and Battle Level 7 will give you a C ability scroll. Also gives you, but that C level ability scroll is usually very unique and special. And so it's usually one of a kind, or like some of them are a buff scroll or other very unique scrolls that is hard to find other places. So, though most importantly is getting through level 6. Just keep running these. These are 0 stamina. These allow you to efficiency level your master rank. How so? By leveling up your lower units. You go here, get your master rank, and leveling 5 units you may never see in the battle, but giving them 40 levels apiece gives you 200 levels, which will unlock 4 different levels in your master rank. So I hope this has been very helpful and interesting for you. If you've got any questions or concerns, please write them in the notes below. Also, please give me a like and a subscribe, as I'm going to try to keep updating this daily for now, and then once the game is rolling, we'll be doing just a couple updates every week. But thank you for listening. Goose and Draki all wish you that you guys have a wonderful day, but more importantly, your Slurps, Slimes, and Drakis are even better. Good luck out there, travelers, and good hunting.